pass away, then he deal away with Israel's nation.
Right.
So come on. And guess what? Just like you said, for you to go into the scriptures. So now you have no excuse.
So the moon don't mean nothing.
It's just up there. A big ass rock reflecting light off the sun is just up there, from the sun.
Now we gotta go hard for the moon, like the moon is our cousin.
Yeah, the moon is just like, man, you don't know.
When the moon is just an object of the Most High man. But we gotta go hard for the moon, cause you dissing the moon like just act like the moon ain't nothing. No, the Lord made the moon for a reason, bro. Come on.
Go ahead. You got that.
Numbers 10:10. And in the day of your gladness, and in your solemn days, and in the beginning of your months.
In the beginning of your months, the same month that the moon is called after. Go ahead.
You shall blow with trumpets over your burnt offerings.
Wait a minute. Blow a trumpet? What did we just read in Psalm 81? Blow ye the trumpet in the new moon. So how can you not put the pieces of the puzzle together to see that the new moon represents the beginning of the month as well as the Sabbath?
Right. And another one of their arguments is that it says on the first day of the month the Lord had commanded them to do things. The Lord said it's good to do, it's lawful to do good on the Sabbath.
That's right.
That new moon is likened unto a Sabbath, man. Then you have the 6 working days, and then you have then you have another Sabbath, man.
Yep.
So it is basically a Sabbath, man.
Yeah, the new moon is a Sabbath.
Yeah, the new moon. So basically, the priests had things that they were doing in the temples on that day, man. They were even reading the law on the Sabbath to the rest of Israel, man. So that Exodus, for whatever
because why is it a day of rest? Why is it a day of rest?
Right.
Because you're supposed to be really contemplating on the things of the Most High. He didn't say you can't read. So what we do on the Sabbath? Just sit there and look at the wall?
Twiddle our thumbs.
See what I'm saying?
But the Lord said, have you not read how the priests pervert the Sabbath and are blameless, man?
Yep.
So the priests were doing certain things on the Sabbath, man. They were setting things up. There was certain orders he gave them to do on the Sabbath, man. They had to set up certain candles, put incense in the rolls. All of that stuff was being done on the Sabbath. So that's cut. When you try to say the new moon can't be a Sabbath, that's cut. We brought out that yesterday, me and the brother Ariella, so that's another cut. But you haven't came on the comment board yet again. You'll spam a video where we telling Israel to get right with the Leviticus, this and this and that.
Yeah.
But when we edify about the point, you got nothing to say, man.
Zero to say. Somebody still got 2 Chronicles 13.
Verse 8. Sirach, chapter 43, verse 8.
Okay, because the other thing you brother, is that it's not written in the law of Moses. All right, we're going to get to that too.
The month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven.
So the moon, point blank period, the moon was set up so we know what time of the month it is.
It's clearly important.
And the Sabbath lands on that new moon. How the hell is the Sabbath not important? I mean, the new moon not important. Why the hell would a big ass rock be up there just chilling? It affects tides. You know, people go lunatic. Guess what that goes by? The moon.
Yeah, because your body is a certain percentage of water.
Yep.
So the moon does certain things to certain people.
It gets certain
mainly women because they're more water based.
Yep. If it gets too close to the earth at a certain point, then that gravitational pull effect can start to trip. That's why people go crazy. That's why people say, oh, it must be a full moon because somebody's out seeing a nigga doing crip walking ass naked up the street. The nigga's lunatic.
Yeah, the moon.
The moon got his ass. Go ahead.
Isaiah 66 and 23. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh.
Those aren't two separate things. They're the same thing. New moon on the Sabbath, from one to the other. Go ahead.
Shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith the Lord.
So when that new moon comes in, which signifies the Sabbath, all flesh shall come and worship the Most High. Alright? Why is it making such a reference to the new moon if the new moon has nothing to do with the Sabbath? Yeah, come on. Go ahead.
This is 2 Chronicles 8 and
Then Solomon offered burnt offerings unto the Lord on the altar of the Lord.
Wait a minute now. What was one of the first things that King Solomon did and asked for in a dream? He asked for wisdom and knowledge to judge his people Israel.
That's right.
And guess what? He was given that. So Solomon knew everything. Everything. Who was he? Yahushua in the spirit.
Right. Go ahead. Which he had built before the porch, even after a certain rate every day, offering according to the commandment of Moses.
Wait, according to the commandment of Moses. So it's in the law. Why would it would say he's according to the commandment of Moses? Was Solomon wrong? Did he mess up? He said, oh, wait a minute, it's according, it can't be according to the commandment of Moses. It's not the law. No, he's wrong.
Cuts all that, man.
Cuts all that. Read that part again.
Yeah, this is 2 Chronicles 8 and 13. Even after a certain rate every day, offering according to the commandment of Moses on the Sabbaths and on the new moon.
Get your ass out of here, heel hook.
And on the solemn feast.
Come on. I mean, how much more clear cut can that be? The new moons, according to the law of Moses. The solemn feasts. Come on, man. Go ahead.
That's why Yahushua, the Pharisees was coming up against him. He asked them if it was okay to do good on the Sabbath, man, because he knew it was the law, man.
Yep.
Here it is right there, man. You can't get around it. It's the law, man.
That's it. So it's in the law. So you try to run that way. Nope. That's scripture's waiting on you. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 46:1.
So now you're going to run away from that scripture in a whole other direction. Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord God, the gate of the inner court that looketh toward the east shall be shut the 6 working days. But on the Sabbath it shall be open. And in the day of the new moon it shall be open. So the Sabbath is the new moon.
Why does it keep? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it said the 6 working days. The same day. It said the 6 working days. It can, it can't be a whole nother day. These 6 working days. Then you got the new moon day. Then you got the Sabbath day. No, it's the same day.
There's even an Edomite who said he'll give $10,000 to anybody who can prove otherwise, man. So he'll look at them to go get their money, man.
Yeah,
But you ain't gonna get no money.
No money.
Can I say
8 days?
Exactly.
Y'all gotta add a day. Y'all gotta add an extra day in
You
the
gotta
week.
add a whole extra day in the week.
That Sabbath and the new moon is talking about 2 separate days.
Point. That's
And
very.
it's 8 days a week.
Yep.
Can I say this? People don't understand that the reason why the scriptures worded like that, the new moon and the Sabbath day, is because every single new moon is the new Sabbath.
It is a Sabbath.
But every Sabbath ain't the new moon. So it distinguishes them separate. Because between every new moon period, you're going to have anywhere from 28 to 30 days, a month. Okay? And you regulate the Sabbath from the beginning of that new moon all the way until that new moon ends, which should be in a month's time. When that new moon ends, that's a new Sabbath, which is a new moon. Okay, because the moon is refreshed, which makes it a new month.
That's right.
So from then you count your days. The day goes by number. It don't go by name. You're not gonna say Friday, Saturday, or have a damn name, or even a Hebrew name. The Hebrews, it'll be by number. But let's just get the script out real quick on that. Then you get that.
This is Amos chapter 8.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna start at verse 4. Hear this, O ye that swallow up the needy, even to make the poor of the land to fail, saying, when will the new moon be gone?
Wait a minute. Now on the new moon, which is the Sabbath, what are you not allowed to do? No work.
No work towards yourself.
No work.
Because the Levites and them did work. But if it's another scripture where the prophet cursed them out because they were setting up tables, man. I think it was Nehemiah. They were setting up tables to sell for themselves, man.
Right. To make
The work you do on the Sabbath is towards the Lord, man.
Right.
That's what it's good to do.
That's right. Yep.
So just have to get that straight. Because they'll use that because that's one of their arguments. Well, how can the Lord tell you to do work on the Sabbath? Because he commanded the priests and the Levites to do certain things on the Sabbath, man. There's certain things they set up. It's just what it is, man. This is the Lord's program, man.
You ain't regular. Thank you. I was just thinking that the Lord himself is even the Lord of the Sabbath.
Not to be confused with the Lord of the Sabbath, Sabbath, Lord of armies.
Go ahead.
Verse 5 saying, when will the new moon be gone that we may sell corn?
Because when you sell corn, go ahead, read the next one.
And the Sabbath,
Go ahead.
that we may set forth wheat, making ephah small, and the shekel great. And
Because when you're selling corn and wheat, you are making gain for you. You're making profit so you can have a living. No, on the Sabbath, that's not supposed to be so. All right? According to the law of Moses. So come on, it said, when will the new moon be gone? Once that new moon's gone, once that day comes after that, then you can do what you need to do.
That's right.
And then every week, the 7 days, every 7 days, on that particular day, say for example, I'm going to use a day that you probably can relate to, Friday. If the Sabbath happened to be tonight, then every Friday for the next 4 Fridays or so, we'd be out here, but guess what? We'd be doing good on the Sabbath.
Right.
We'd be doing the work.
That's right.
All right? But guess what? If we plan on eating, we do what we can. We try to get food beforehand, before the sun went down. We do what we can. And on this society, we can't even keep the Sabbath the way we're supposed to.
Day, really, to be truthful with you, we can't judge each other on that. But the fact that y'all trying to just do away with the moon, we got to get on you, man.
We have to.
That's just stupid for you to try to say the new moon is not a part of the Sabbath, man. Because if you like I'm saying again, you got some of y'all who say, okay, the new moon is the beginning of the month. Then you got a group of y'all who say the new moon ain't got nothing to do with the month. It's all about then you got certain of them who say we go by the new moon, but we use the Gregorian calendar to go by the weeks. It wasn't 2 calendars, man. So it's all sorts of confusion because you can't say you accept the new moon at the beginning of the month because 6 working days, like I say, 6 working days after the new moon is what? Sabbath. That's right. Like the brother just went into, man. So you can't say you accept the new moon as the beginning of the month. All right?
That's right. And I want to make a point too, man. They want to call us guys that are moon worshippers, but like the brother was going into earlier, man, why would the Most High have such a large instrument, man? It's for his purpose, man. That's how we establish when the Sabbath comes in, man.
It dictates the new moon.
Yeah. I got a quick precept.
It dictates the Sabbath. It's a simple thing.
Come on, man. Come on. Go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 17.
Yeah, again, we want your answer, all right? Because you're going to watch it, you're going to be especially you, upstate Edomite, you can't wait till the videos get over.
Right.
All right?
Yeah, he gonna post that same scripture. But all we want to know first, before anything else is talked about, is what constitutes a new month in Israel, and then we can talk.
Yep.
And I want to hear your answer.
Yep.
Tag team.
Yeah, you got more coming. You got more coming. You want to be a pest and a troll to us? Guess what? I personally, I've got nothing. According to you, I'm a country bum with no job. So guess what? I've got nothing better to do to get on your black ass nerves. I'm gonna be on your ass.
That's right.
All through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah. Every time you say something, I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna be on the comment board. I'm gonna be making rebukes or rebuttals. That's the rebuttals. Both of them. We're gonna be on your ass. We ain't gonna stop. Alright, because y'all don't got no continuity. You prove that because you're gonna go on the streets. So you ain't when the fire gets hotter and hotter, you ain't gonna be able to take it. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 17.